Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, you and this Amanda must have been pretty close, huh?
Who?
Amanda?
Amanda. Oh, Amanda. Oh, doesn't matter. Doesn't. I didn't know it. I thought it was, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I thought it was somebody. I guess the joke there would be that I probably was supposed to.
You'll want to take this with you to the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Letter number 3, 4. We just keep going. That's what happens. You hit a little dry spot, you just keep rolling. Now, not that that was a dry spot, of course. Dear Dave, as your wonderful show is on very late at night, I get in the habit of taping it for viewing at a normal hour the next day. Soon, friends started to come over to watch with me. Then I got the idea of charging them $2 to watch the tapes. I now make about $20 a week. I just want to make sure this is okay with you and NBC. Sincerely, Peter Lecoq, Santa Monica, California. Peter, you raise an interesting question here. And to clear things up, I want you to meet NBC's President and Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Robert C. Wright. Bob, come on out here. Nice to meet you, Bob. How you doing?
Thank you, Tom.
Bob Wright.
And thanks especially for this opportunity to introduce myself to your hundreds of viewers.
Yeah.
I'm Robert C. Wright. Grant Tinker is gone. I'm not Grant Tinker. Now to the question of tape recording NBC shows for personal profit. Go ahead, tape anything you want and charge as much as you like for private screenings. No prior clearance is needed. We're knee-deep in paperwork as it is. Now that we've cleared that up, I just want to remind you folks about General Electric's new 170-watt soft white bulb. It's a better bulb for reading or for just leaving on for hours and hours and hours until it has to be replaced. Thanks again and keep watching.
Well, thank you, Bob. Nice to meet you.
My pleasure.
Robert Wright, ladies and gentlemen. Have a nice... Paul, how much money do you think General Electric will generate in revenue this year? Take a guess.
Oh, gee. 100 grand.
$40 billion.
Holy cow.
40 billion. That's right.
I can't get an extra $5 for cab fare.
Oh, we'll take care of you, don't worry. Where are we, 4 or 5? Thank you. Yeah. The spirits seem to have been brightened by that holiday violence there. Yes, ma'am, what can I do for you tonight?
Hi, I'd like to know what you're doing to promote the Christmas spirit here at NBC.
Oh, good question. I tell you what, why don't we just go ahead and ask the man in charge. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome NBC's President and Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Robert C. Wright. Bob, come on out here. Nice to see you, Bob. How are you? Bob, I'm sure that NBC is doing its usual great job of spreading the Christmas spirit again this year.
You bet, Tom. In fact, we've even got a new slogan. You can't spell season's greetings without G-E.
Oh, that's great. You can't spell season's greetings without G-E.
I thought that up myself, Tom. Clever, huh?
Very clever. Now, I suppose that we are continuing with the very worthy NBC Christmas Carols program, where we go caroling for shut-ins in the tri-state area and parts of Pennsylvania.
Nah, we dumped that. It was costing a bundle.
Yeah.
We replaced it with a brand new program, Bulbs for Babes.
Bulbs for Babes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dozens of lucky children will find a special surprise under the tree Christmas morning. A shiny new General Electric light bulb.
Oh, that's very nice.
What do you want for Christmas, sweetheart?
I'd want a G 150-watt light bulb.
Boy, oh boy.
Boy, that makes it all worthwhile. Merry Christmas, folks.
Thank you very much, Bob. Nice to see you.
Tom.
Bye-bye. Bob. Thank you very much. Bulbs for Babes. It's the Bulbs for Babes program, Paul. You know, Judy, on January 29th, we were still doing it the old way before we figured out a way to save a lot of money and time by putting it on the computer. But I'm with you. I still prefer the old way with, well, here it is now. Bring it out, boys. It's the all-new Late Night 87. Okay. Thank you so much. See, this is the way, it's the old way. We used to do it like this. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Is that Biff and Tommy? Thank you, boys. Here on the all-new Late Night 87. Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Tommy, Biff, thank you very much. That's the way we used to do it, just like that. Letter number 5. Dear Dave, how come Bob Wright doesn't visit the show as much as Grant Tinker used to? You know, Robert C. Wright is the head of General Electric, or I guess, no, he's the head of NBC now. NBC bought, and General Electric bought RCA, and they own NBC, and Robert Wright is the head now of NBC. This letter comes to us from the Eastburn family. Well, the Eastburn family, it's true, the home viewers don't really get to see as much of Robert C. Wright, the new guy, as they did of Grant Tinker, the man who used to run things here. But that doesn't mean Mr. Wright doesn't visit us here in the studio sometimes. It's just that it usually happens when the show is long over. Hal, let's show the folks some of that tape from the security surveillance camera we turn on in the studio after the show. Yeah, I think you'll see Robert right here. That's Jimmy.
Okay, Hal. Gonna lock up now.
Okay, Jimmy, good night. This is after the show. This will be about 8 o'clock at night, I guess. And oh, there he is. There's Bob Wright. Robert Wright, the new man here at NBC. That's him right there.
Good Lord, that man is taking his pants off.
Oh, my. Children, I think it's time for bed.
Oh, you heard your mother, Scoot.
Go.
Good Lord.
Honey, it was irresponsible of Letterman to show that.
I am going to fly up to New York tonight and tell that man just what I think of it.
Okay, that's too bad. Well, I know that's kind of depressing, but we didn't fire Gerard.
Bring him back.
Oh, what a show, kids. Stupid Pet Tricks, Dennis Conner, and Margaret Smith. All of this and a lot more, so come on back as soon as you can.
Ladies and gentlemen, the president of NBC, Mr. Robert C. Wright.
Good evening. These have been turbulent times on Wall Street, leaving many Americans confused and frightened. I feel it is my duty to assure you that our economy is sound and secure. But it's up to you, the American consumer, to keep it that way. How? By continuing to purchase the fine products made right here in the USA. Products like these General Electric appliances, from the frost-free convenience of this 24-cubic-foot refrigerator to the flameless miracle of this electric range. And there's no rule against having more than one. Buy as many as you can. Get a part-time job if you have to. So stand up for America. Don't let it go down the drain. See your factory-authorized GE dealer today.
Hi, Bob. My shirt's done yet?
I get to him as soon as I can, Tom. I still got a load of Cosby stuff to do.
All right. Oh, what happened to the sangria?
Oh, that's all we have. What's over there?
All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Take it easy.
Wow. Letter number 4. Maybe if I projected a little better, Paul, this would work. Letter number 4. Dear Mr. Letterman, what if a whale, what if a damn whale had a headache? Anxiously awaiting your response, Kevin Naughton, Chicago, Illinois. Let's see. That's a good question. If a whale had a headache, well, for one thing, I know that he would want a couple of these right here. These. If a whale, you see, would have a big headache and you'd need really big aspirin.
How does he do it night after night? What a great show.
I like when he reads the silly ads.
You know, his stupid haircut makes him look like a seal.
Letter number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Chief Executive Officer of NBC, Mr. Robert C. Wright. Bob, nice to see you tonight. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks, Tom.
What can I do for you?
On behalf of GE and the National Oceanographic Foundation, I'd like to present you with a special award.
Oh.
Your humorous whale letter brings us one step closer to bridging the gap between man and the animal kingdom.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Wright. And did you enjoy that little piece of comedy we just did there?
Let's not mince words, Tom. I never understood your show. I don't like you. If your little operation didn't help sell beer and cars, I'd ship you back to Indianapolis or wherever the hole it was you crawled out of.
Well, I'm certainly sorry you feel that way, Mr. Wright. I didn't,
Go on, Tom. You know you're only being kidded. I love it, you old nut.
Thank you very much.
But seriously, you should get rid of Shaffer.
Okay, we'll get rid of it. The kids in the neighborhood get together and put on a show. That's what this is tonight.
That's all this is.
That's
It's good
all it
fun.
is tonight.
No
It
one
is.
expects
Maybe
too
not
much.
that good. Sure. Letter number 5.
Letter number 5.
Get a lot of work done in a quiet place like this, couldn't you, Paul?
Well, it's placid.
Get a lot of contemplation in
You
on
can
a night
think
like this.
and,
Oh, yeah. Nothing to distract you.
pin drop.
Here we go.
Reporter from WRC-TV was asking questions about Martin Luther King's birthday and the progress blacks have made in society. There, CBS sports commentator Jimmy the Greek Snyder gave his impressions of blacks in coaching in the National Football League. His answers could raise as much controversy as the statements by former Dodgers executive Al Campanis last April on ABC's Nightline news program.
Yeah, pretty soon they're going to have to equalize it for the blacks, for the Greeks, the Jews, and for everybody. I mean, let's make it equal for everybody, you know.
And is it equal? What about in sports?
Well, they've got everything. If they take over coaching like everybody wants them to, there's not going to be anything left for the white people. I mean, all the players are black. I mean, the only thing that the whites control is the coaching jobs. Now, I'm not being derogatory about it, but that's all that's left for them. The black talent is beautiful. It's great. It's out there. So the only thing left for the whites is a couple coaching jobs.
Yeah, maybe we need to get more black coaches, don't you?
Oh, it's all right with me.
Okay, well,
I'm sure that they'll take over that pretty soon, too.
WRC was apparently flooded with complaint calls after the Snyder comments were aired. Snyder issued an apology saying he was truly sorry for anything he said. CBS spokesperson said no decision has been made as to whether Snyder will work Sunday's NFL Today broadcast. Snyder is spending the night with Gene Upshaw, the Players Union executive director in Washington, and he has received support calls from Walter Payton.
Thank you very much, folks. We're so happy you're in a great mood tonight because we're gonna try a brand new segment on the show, and I think you can see right there what we're up to here. It's called Dave's Lumberyard Finds.
Lumberyard.
That's right, Dave's Lumberyard Finds. Paul, do you have any music for Dave's Lumberyard Finds?
I certainly.
All right, let's hear it. This will
I
be
certainly do.
brand new segment.
I got a kind of a muddy waters group.
Okay.
Dave's got those 2x4s. He's got pine paneling too. He's got a load of Lumberyard 5. He's gonna show it to you. He's got those Lumberyard, yeah, baby. He's got those Lumberyard 5s.
Thank you, Paul. That, to
Short
me,
as I could.
That is amazing. That is remarkable, the way off the top of your head you can put a song together like that and perform it with such expertise and energy. You Canadians, I want to say something here. You people from Canada, all Canadians are terrific musicians.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the compliments. I don't see exactly what it has to do with being Canadian, but thank you.
Oh, come on, Paul. Gordon Lightfoot, Anne Murray, Guy Lombardo. Canadians are bred to be musicians. It's genetic. It goes back to the old British colonial days when they would take the most musical man and they would pair him with the most musical woman and they would make a little Canadian musical prodigy.
I think you've said enough.
No, Paul, it's history. Canada is, let's face it, it's a very dull place. The winters are quite long. There's nothing for you people to do up there in your little lodge or your little teepee or whatever. So they train the kids from childhood to be musicians.
I don't know about
Well, now, wait a minute. And another thing,
that.
Paul, if the Canadians ever decide to take over the management end of the music business, there will be no more music jobs for Americans. And the other thing...
Good evening. I'm Robert C. Wright, President and Chief Executive Officer of NBC. Earlier this evening, David Letterman made some careless and insensitive comments about persons of Canadian nationality. These comments do not reflect the views of the National Broadcasting Company, and we feel they have no place at this network. As a result, David Letterman has been released from his contract with NBC Sports. He will no longer be seen on our football pregame show, NFL 88. Furthermore, Letterman will be banned from the sets of the Today Show and the NBC Nightly News. Also, Letterman's participation in any of our popular situation comedies will be prohibited. As of today, his role as Sandy Duncan's boyfriend on The Valerie Show will be taken over by Howie Mandel. Now that guy's funny. Letterman will, however, continue to do his nightly talk show. From what I've seen, that's punishment enough. Now, please watch these messages from our sponsors. Absorb them without thinking, and then go out and buy as many of their products as you can. Thank you.
I think I'm the best friend commercial aviation ever had. Me, Howard Hughes, and Lindbergh. Those three.
They're the three words that come to mind.
Absolutely. Let's do our little video funhouse. Gee, we haven't done one of these in a long time. And I don't know why, because everyone always enjoys them. And tonight, featured in this little presentation, we have one of these art cards, an art card just like this, that cost us $2,000. So, well, we'll get to it. I'll show you when we come to it. But watch closely for this, and you'll see how a big company like this just burns money. All right, first I hold this up, and Paul, do you have music for it? It's time for Dave's Video Funhouse. Okay. All right. Here's our first little brain teaser. If Grace Jones and Brigitte Nielsen had an Amazon battle to the death, most people would root for A, Grace Jones, B, Brigitte Nielsen, C, an extremely long, painful fight with no clear winner. No, it was not this one. It looks like $1,000, this card, but it probably only cost $4 or $5. That's not the $2,000 card.
The one we already saw was?
No, I just said it wasn't.
Oh, the first one, though.
None of them were so far.
Oh, that's yet to come.
That's right. Here we have silhouettes of a dozen NBA teams. Now, can you pick out the Boston Celtics? Let's take a look now. Can you find the Boston Celtics? There they are. That's right. See the Boston Celtics. Okay. That was no more than $20, that card. Here's a little exercise in spatial relationships. If you were to hit Andy Rooney in the head with a bowling pin, would the resulting indentation look like this? Would it look like this? Or would it be like that? Now, I'm not sure which is the correct answer, but gosh, it sure is fun to think about, isn't it? No, that was nothing. That was, I think they threw this one in. No, that's not the big one. Number 4, look closely now and see if you can pick the Rolling Stones out of this group of old women. We just spoke to Mick on the phone the other night. Yes. I hope he's not annoyed with us now. Number 5, here's a kind of perceptual test. Is this what you're looking at here in this little circle? Is that a picture of a scary fire-breathing dragon? Or would you say that's an evil winged monkey? Well, I'm sorry, this is a trick question. It's actually one of Cher's tattoos. Thank you. Number 6, sharp-eyed viewers should have no problem with this one. Which of these people is not a good olds guy? Did you hear the laugh, Paul? Did you hear how big a laugh that got?
Yes.
This, ladies and gentlemen, represents $2,000. We don't know why. It's just like 40 pictures of 40 different folks. $2,000. Right, Morty? Yeah, Morty. Yeah, that sent a chill through the room, didn't it? Here's a puzzle for the kids now. This is a good one for the kids. For the youngsters, if they're up now, although they really shouldn't be up this time of night, should they? But here, nonetheless, is a puzzle for the kids, so tell them about them tomorrow at breakfast. Connect the dots to see a former associate of John Gotti's. Can you do that? Can you name the agency that represents these famous swimsuit models? All right, let's take a look. This will be a good one. Christy Brinkley, I believe, is with the Ford agency. Yeah, Ford. And next we have Phoebe Cates. I'm pretty sure she is a Click model. And finally, oh, that's Paulina Poroskova. And I'm going to say she's with the Elite Modeling Agency. Yeah, I think I got all three of those right. All right, our next quiz, number 9. Number 9.
Excuse me.
Our next one is number 9. It's our next one is number 9. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Chief Executive Officer of NBC, Robert C. Wright. Where the hell were you?
I was right there.
Why didn't you come out?
Because you were calling
Oh, okay. Well,
Tom, for that informative segment on swimsuit models and the agencies that represent them, it's my pleasure to present you with this Humanitas Award.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm terribly honored. Oh, that's a beauty. Look, Paul, we've won the Humanitas Modeling Agency Quiz Award. Thank you very much, Robert.
All too often, your program is guilty of going for a cheap laugh instead of using television's capacity to educate.
That's right.
But this time, you didn't even try to make a joke.
No, we didn't.
And for that, we commend you.
Thank
Could
you
I
very
please
much.
have that card back?
That's right over there.
That's it. Oh, that's good.
We're really late now, aren't we? About a minute late. Okay, here's our final little quiz. This is a number puzzle. Oh, this would be good. You like numbers, don't you, Paul? I know you do. Now, Bryant Gumbel, as we all know, uses his American Express card and uses that number on the card to charge all kinds of expensive items on his telephone. Now, here's the quiz, the puzzle. Can you unscramble Bryant Gumbel's American Express card number? All right, take a look at it there. Yeah, I think we know what it is. See, it's these last two numbers. The 4 goes there. Okay, so now, Bryant Gumbel's American Express card number is 042-598-6002-504.
I can't find my pencil.
Yeah, God, I wish I had a plane to catch now.
Yeah.
One right out in the hall. Okay, here we go. David Steinberg is here. We'll be right back. Melanie Griffith and the Elvis Family. Boy, I could have been killed, for heaven's sakes.
Yeah.
Letter number 2. Is the monitor guy still here? Because I thought it might have been sabotage. You know, you throw a guy out and it comes back to haunt you. Dear Dave, number 2 begins, I need your help. My home was recently burglarized. In addition to various other valuables, the thieves took my VCR and a tape of your September 16th show. Anne Marie Moore, Detroit, Michigan. Gee, that's horrible, Anne Marie. I wish there was I wish there was something I could do, frankly, because I understand. What?
Dave, don't worry about it. I took care of it.
Took care of what? What do you mean?
Well, I read the letter earlier today, so I sent her a little money for a new VCR. It's the least I could do for, a loyal viewer.
Well, I can't believe you fell for this.
What?
It's obviously a joke. She's not serious about this. She just wanted to get her letter read on the air.
Maybe. Her house wasn't burglarized?
Oh, of course not.
Just joking. A ploy. And I sent her $600.
Once in a lifetime.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President and Chief Executive Officer of NBC, Mr. Robert Wright. Robert Wright. Nice to see you, Bob.
Let me be the first to welcome your writers back and thank them for that wonderful What a Sucker gag. It's a classic humor like that makes this show a hit with juveniles everywhere.
Thank you very much, Robert.
And as far as Shaffer goes, well, I guess he's an acquired taste. Personally, I never cared for him. Anyway, that aside, keep up the good work, Tom, and folks, don't forget to watch the Bob Costas Sports Machine following this show.
All right, Robert C. Wright, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see you, Bob. Let's see. John Witherspoon will be joining us in a minute, and also Gina Davis tomorrow on the program. Paul Reiser, Andy Williams will be here, and expert gift wrapper Louise Maynard. Expert gift wrapper Louise Maynard. We're not kidding around. An expert gift wrapper. And David Sanborn is with us tonight. Is that a saxophone?
Tonight, yeah.
Yeah, all right. I think we have a couple of minutes here, and tonight we'd like to talk about something that we're sort of excited about with our own Paul Shaffer. Paul, come on over here. And this is... It's a project that you've been working on for quite some time.
Kind of exciting.
Yeah, it's a feature film.
My first feature film.
Now you've been in films before.
It's true, I have, but supporting roles.
Right.
A little thing I did in Spinal Tap. My brief appearance in Scrooge with David Sanborn and Miles. But this is the first time,
You're the star of this motion
name
picture.
above the title in this particular one.
Yeah. And what kind of movie is it?
Well, it's a Christmas movie. Actually, it's a family picture.
And it's out now, or will be out for next Christmas?
It's out now, as a matter of fact, and it will be out for next Christmas.
Now didn't you audition for a role in that Santa Claus movie a couple of years ago with Dudley Moore?
It's true, as a matter of fact. I tested for the role of Patch, the elf. But eventually, Dudley Moore got the role.
Yeah.
I think we have a picture of that.
Where is the picture of you as... There you are, right there. Yeah.
I was a little heavier at that time,
a little bigger than...
too heavy for the role, but I've lost a lot of weight now. I feel terrific, and
that's great.
I thought I'm going to make my own Christmas movie.
Now, what is the title of this film?
Well, this one is called The Man Who Saved Christmas.
The Man Who Saved Christmas.
Absolutely right.
And you have a clip?
I did bring a clip, actually. This is we're going to look at a clip. This is the first meeting between Santa Claus and myself, me playing the man who will eventually Save Christmas.
The Man Who Saved Christmas. This
Yeah.
is not like Ernest Saves Christmas. This is The Man Who Saved
It's
Christmas.
just a coincidence, the two titles. You know, sometimes movies come out.
Sure, that happens all the time.
Yeah,
all right,
same
we have a
thing,
clip.
but this is
Let's take a look
this is
now
The Man
at
Who
a couple
Saved
of minutes from
Christmas,
Paul
and it's-
Shaffer's new holiday film, The Man Who Saved Christmas.
Santa Claus, what are you doing here in Guatemala? Shouldn't you be at the North Pole making toys for Christmas?
There may not be a Christmas this year.
No Christmas? Madre de Dios!
That is why I need your help. You must be the man who saves Christmas.
Very well. I will try to do as you say.
Nice, Paul. Was that dubbed? Was some of that dialogue dubbed?
I forgot to mention that actually we shot the film in Mexico, and you know the devalued peso there and everything. We were able to stretch the budget just that much more.
And it seemed like there for a second, was that the video system here, or did it actually go to black and white there?
Actually, we ran out of color stock that day. I didn't think anybody would notice.
Oh, no, you can barely notice. I'm sorry. I guess I'm nitpicking now.
Yeah, well,
I don't think the average moviegoer would notice that.
So.
No.
It's just one of those things.
And we have another scene here?
One more clip.
You and Santa were in Guatemala. That's how it begins?
We go to, and he comes to me. I'm the man who's got to save Christmas.
You're the man who saves Christmas.
Now, in this next clip, we blew almost the whole budget on special effects on this particular scene. What happens is a Mexican vampire is out to steal Christmas.
Right.
And in this scene, I'm fighting an octopus in the vampire's cave, so you'll see.
Okay, this is another scene from The Man Who Saved Christmas, Paul Shaffer. Let's take a look at this one. You did your own stunts, right?
I insisted on doing it. I mean, you can
It's so
only
much
get the
more real that way.
I hurt myself a little bit too during that particular one.
And was that Sid McGuinness playing Santa?
Well, the first Santa Claus we had came down with a little dysentery, something about a parasite in his colon, and Sid was nice enough to fly down and fill in.
Well, you did a great job, Sid.
Yeah.
Terrific.
Oh, one thing I would like to mention. I'd like to mention this. We have a promotional tie-in with the good folks at Hardee's Fast Food, and from now until January, if you buy any large sandwich, you can take one of these Man Who Saved Christmas tumblers home. There's 4 in a set, as you can see. There's me, the vampire, Santa Claus, Jimmy Caan.
Jimmy Caan. Oh, James Caan is in the film?
Yeah, small part.
Small part, wow. And these are dishwasher safe?
Yeah, absolutely. And you can, good for many, many washings. And the good folks at Hardee's were kind enough to chip in. And,
I hope this is a huge hit for you, and maybe this generation's A Wonderful Life.
Thank you. We have our fingers
crossed.
All right,
good. Nice going, Paul.
Thank you very much.
Paul Shaffer. What are we doing? All right, we'll do a commercial. We'll be right back with Gina Davis. Really, James Caan is Gurney is buzzed on codeine every night. I got a kick out of that. Letter number 3. Dear Dave, while looking for the MasterCard in my husband's wallet, I stumbled on a plastic card marked GE Executive Club, photocopy included. Do we have the enclosed there? Oh, yeah, there it is. What is the GE Executive Club? Confused Kathleen Ford, Omaha, Nebraska. Kathy, I don't want to disappoint you. It's not really much of a club. Sure, it exists. In fact, I think they meet just down the hall, don't they, Morty? There it is, right there. So maybe we can go in. Hi, guys. How's it going? Hi, nice to see you.
Don't bother us now, Dave. We're stinking drunk and the Flintstones are about to come on.
Oh, no. Well, keep up the good work. I'm proud to be a part of the team. Thanks, guys.
Just shut the door, pretty boy, and go play Stump the Band.
The Executive Club. on time. We have 1 minute. It's worked out perfectly. We have 1 minute left and 1 letter left.
Right on time.
People, home viewers, you have my personal vow. This will now and forevermore be your on-time network. Now what are we doing? All right, let's do the top 10 list. Yeah, call him. Just let them know, Morty, we're back, and that the studio's being used every night again. Top 10 category tonight from the home office in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. The category, top 10 safety tips for flag burners. Recent Supreme Court decision again, Paul.
I understand.
You now can, without fear of punishment, set fire to the American flag.
Actually burn the American flag, and it's now
legal. As a means of expression, yes, it's completely legal. Top 10 safety tips for flag burners.
Great.
And tonight, for the first time ever, we have only one entry on our top 10 list. Here we go. Are you ready?
Yes.
Top 10 safety tips for flag burners. Number 10. Number 10, don't even think about burning one in the presence of a certain proud American, namely me, Dave Letterman. Robert C. Wright, ladies and gentlemen. Robert C. Wright. This gentleman is Robert C. Wright. He is the chairman of the board of NBC. Nice to see you.
Thanks.
I saw you on Wimbledon. You were over there in London watching the tennis.
Yes,
you were there kissing up to Carson, weren't you?
That's right, yeah. All right. Congratulations, Tom.
Oh, thank you very much.
Your Big Ten list tonight showed that the flag isn't just a piece of cloth.
Uh-huh.
It's a symbol of our great nation.
Wow.
For keeping the American eagle high, it's my pleasure to present you with this handsomely mounted certificate.
Oh, my, that is a beauty. Look at that. Certificate of Merit. Thank you very much, Bob. This will occupy a place of honor in my home. Robert C. Wright. Robert C. Wright. Look at that. That's a beauty. That's real cardboard, too. That's, what, Hal? Yes.
Soviet General Secretary Mikhail Gorbachev is on the phone, Dave. Let me try that again. Secretary General Mikhail Gorbachev is on the phone, Dave.
Have you been eating corn chips again, Hal? Because I think you might have one caught in your throat. Gorbachev from... All right. Gosh, I wonder what this could mean. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Letterman.
Yes.
Yes, I was watching a satellite transmission of your program.
Oh, my goodness. I'm certainly honored.
Well, between you and me, Dave, this glasnost has been a secret plot to dupe your leaders and enslave your country.
Right.
But thanks to you, I now see the beauty of American ideals.
Oh, well, that's very good news, sir.
Tomorrow, the Soviet Union will be converting to a free enterprise system with liberty and justice for all.
Well, good. Congratulations.
By the way, Dave.
Excuse me. What is it, Mikhail?
Is Gary Mule Deer on tonight's show?
Yes, he'll be here tonight.
Give him my best.
I certainly will. And my best to Raisa.
Likewise.
Okay, thank you very much. Boy, Paul, how about that? He's out of the blue. It's just Mikhail.
Unbelievably great.
Mikhail Gorbachev on the phone there.
I know, but guess what? There's more. Look over here. Anton has chosen this moment to be sworn in as an American citizen.
Oh, it's Anton, our drummer. That's... Anton, is there anything you would like to say?
I'd just like to say this, Dave. God bless America.
Oh, my gosh. What a night. What a night. All of this and Bud Collins, too. So, now, we'll do a commercial and be right back. Oh, my. I have to do something here before we begin the show. We have a brand new mayor in New York City, David Dinkins. They called this afternoon. They want us to make this announcement on behalf of the city of New York, so we will. Okay. Now, until January 2nd, 5th Avenue, 6th Avenue, and 7th Avenue between 47th and 57th will be closed. I'm going to repeat that again. Between now and January 2nd, 5th, 6th, 7th Avenue between 47th and 57th will be closed, and that includes all of the cross streets. Closed to pedestrian and vehicle traffic.
So this whole area
right.
that we
Closed.
work in here
That's right.
is closed.
So if you're caught in that area and you don't have the proper documentation between now and January 2nd, you will be arrested.
Oh. So what is he? What could he be saying by that?
Well, I don't know. It's not. I'm just passing along the message. I don't know what it's saying.
It's interesting that he would do that his first year in office.
It's the Christmas crowds are building already. See, they're just murder every year this time. It's just tough getting into this area and tough getting out of this area. And by gosh, I applaud him. I salute the man for it. If I had a hat, I'd be taking it off to him right now.
Wow.
Antoine, thank you very much. Well, you know what it's time for now? It's a very exciting night. We're doing something very special, and I understand the head of NBC, Robert C. Wright, the chief executive officer and president of the network, is standing by in our very own green room. There he is right there. Hi, Bob. How are you?
Tom, it gives me great pleasure to present to you this lovely new addition to your green room. Okay, boy. It's a cigarette machine. I hope it brings you years of enjoyment.
Thank you very much, Mr. Wright.
Now allow me to purchase a pack of Winston's for your first guest, TV heartthrob, Michael J. Fox.
Oh, okay, great. I'm not sure that he smokes, Bob. Is that all right?
Well, I could take him.
All right, look at that, Paul. We have our very own cigarette machine in the... all right, that's right.
I have a little boy. I don't.
Yes, sir.
I don't smoke anymore.
Thank
little
you
girl.
very much.
Little girl has.
Okay, great. All right. See you a little bit later, Michael.
Okay.
Michael J. Fox. Brand new cigarette. Dear Dave, letter number 4 begins harmlessly enough. Since GE, General Electric, our parent company, owns NBC, does this mean that the company can get free airtime on the network? Just wondering. Brian Hare, Carlisle, Pennsylvania. You know, this is a very good question, Mr. Hare. I suppose they could get free commercial airtime here on NBC, but I doubt that a conglomerate like General Electric would have...
Hello, I'm Robert C. Wright, president of NBC. I want to take this opportunity to announce that I am officially separated from my wife of 30 years. Therefore, I am currently seeking companionship with a mature female somewhere between the ages of 19 and 21. Preferably one who looks like this. Now, let me be honest with you. I'm old, I drink, and I smoke. I'm not much of a Casanova, if you know what I mean. However, there is one thing I do have that I think is pretty special, and that's this. Here's my number, girls. I'm waiting to hear from you. Now back to Joke Boy and his world of comedy.
All right. Now, let me explain how this will work. We're going to do a commercial, and then we'll be right back with Sandra Bernhardt. Dr. John is here. Letter number 3. Dear Dave, is Will Lee's instrument even plugged in? Will Lee, of course, is our fine bass player and the wealthiest man in show business. The letter continues, I think he's faking it. Please check into this and get back to me. Curious, Brian J. Bancroft, Laguna Beach, California. Also a lovely community. Will, what's the deal? Is your instrument plugged in there?
Yeah, Brian, my instrument's plugged in. If you don't believe me, just ask your wife.
Hi, Bob. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Tom.
Thanks for coming by. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Same to you. We were doing that backstage, too. On behalf of all of us at NBC, I'd like to present you with this Humanitas Award.
Oh, thank you.
For giving other members of your staff the opportunity to make cheap jokes about a certain part of the male anatomy. I think you know what I mean. The Johnson, the old rattlesnake, the Jones, the Python, the power cable, the tool, the plow horse.
Ladies and gentlemen, Robert C. Wright. Thank you very much for dropping by.
Country Pride, the Big Dipper, the old Remington, Judge Roy Bean, the Swizzle Stick, the Big Noise from Winnetka,
So far, it's going better than we ever dreamed it would.
Very entertaining.
Did you see that memo, by the way, from the NBC News people?
No, what was that?
Beginning Monday, Deborah Norville is Debbie Norville.
Really? That came out officially?
I have to call her Debbie from now on.
I'll be glad to call
Debbie
her.
Norville. Yeah, I thought that was odd. They'd put a memo out like that.
Interesting, yeah.
Letter number 4. More fun salads. Welcome back to the show. Remember last year, Paul, I had 4. Last winter during the cold and flu season, I had 4 colds.
Got sick 4 times.
Yeah, 4 really bad colds. And this year, I felt like having that experience last year was preventing me from getting another one this year, but I was cut down over the weekend.
Oh, gee,
yeah.
I'm
Sad
sorry
but true.
How's it feeling?
Yet to come on tonight's program, Rich Jenny, a very funny gentleman, will be joining us. And author P.D. James will be here on the program also. Tomorrow on the show, Rutger Hauer will be joining us.
Oh,
have you ever seen the movie The Hitcher?
The what?
The Hitcher?
Oh, no.
Oh, man, that's pretty entertaining. Comedian Will Shriner and, for the kids, world heavyweight champion James Buster Douglas. Oh, screw you. I mean that, of course, in the best possible sense. You know, I'm beginning to worry because this is not getting any better. I'm going up to the nurse because by now it should have at least, I should have had some ease on this. Because
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Excuse me. Let's just take a second. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Well, thank you very much. May I call you Linda? All right. Hello. Hi.
Yeah?
I'd like to see the NBC nurse, please.
Be back in a minute. Just went to take a leak.
Ah, okay. Hey, president of NBC, Robert C. Wright. How you doing, Bob? Hope you're not ill.
Nah, I just stopped by for a swig of cough syrup and a couple of contact.
Oh. Hey, is it okay to mix that stuff?
That's the whole point. In 20 minutes, I'll be as high as a kite.
It's a full life, isn't it, Bob?
Yes.
Yeah.
Chief, you have another smoke, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
You can go in now.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Excuse me, you're the nurse?
That's right. What's the problem, Letterman? You hurt your back carrying your money?
No, but that's an amusing notion, isn't it? Actually, Saturday morning when I woke up, the back of my throat, I had kind of a tickle, and then it got worse and worse throughout the weekend. And now, honestly, to tell you the truth, it's burning hot. It's very painful. Cough drops.
Yeah, cough drops. Just one, okay? You know, by the way, I'm not allergic to tips.
Yeah, okay, but, you know, shouldn't you look down my throat and check for an infection or something like that?
Look, you stick to the jokes and leave the nursing up to me. Okay, honey?
Yeah, okay. Here you are. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Good luck, sir.
Thanks. By the way, Dave, have you given any more thought to firing Shaffer? My nephew's a pretty good piano player.
You know, I think we'll just keep things the way they are. Thanks anyway.
You're digging your own grave.
Okay, I appreciate the input. Bye-bye. Feeling much better. Oh, look, there's candy over there. All right, we have to do a commercial. We'll be right back with Rich Jenny, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow on the program, Sarah Jessica Parker. And sitting in with the band, Jimmy McGriff.
Oh, fabulous. My idol on the organ will be here tomorrow.
This is not the crime-fighting dog, is it?
No, that's
That's
McGruff.
McGruff,
So,
yeah.
I'm so dumb.
This is McGriff. Jimmy McGriff, one of the greats.
Here's Policeman Ken. Here's Dr. Ken. I think I pissed her off.
Can you say that on television?
Yeah, you know, that's interesting. When we first began 9 years ago, you couldn't say that. Now you can say pissed off, yeah. In fact, when we first began, this is true, on NBC, you couldn't even say Rottweiler.
And now you can.
Also on the program tonight is Debbie Gibson over there with Paul and the Band, and Chris Jessen will be out in a few minutes. Everybody here, everybody tonight gets them a steaming hot bowl of jambalaya. I tasted this afternoon. It's mighty good. Mighty, mighty tasty. Also tomorrow we have Stupid Pet Tricks, and yeah, I know. Well, try and come back if you can. You've been such a delightful group. Please try and come back. And we have around the world biker Dan Buettner. You know, you couldn't say Buettner 9 years ago.
We've come a long way, baby.
We have time for this or not? Here now, ladies and gentlemen, you know, Paul, last week President Bush spent a few minutes and addressed the United States as the president, as the sitting president does every year, giving the State of the Union address.
That is correct,
Well,
sir.
tonight, here with his annual State of the Network address is our very own president and Chief Executive Officer, Robert C. Wright. Bob?
Hello, and good evening to the jobless, the insane, and the imprisoned, and all the other viewers of late-night television. It's been an exciting year here at NBC. We've seen proven favorites like The Bill Cosby Show, L.A. Lawyers, and Mr. Cheers continue their dominance of Thursday night. Letterman still has his little show. Engineering studies showed us it's actually cheaper to leave the equipment running all night. Most importantly, we finally figured a way to get little Miss Debbie off the Today Show before we lost every single viewer in the country. On the negative side, ABC's daily Hello America show continues to kick our corporate butt. Which reminds me, I know for a fact that Rue Knowledge is currently nailing 3 different news correspondents. 2 of them female. Another disappointment. We still haven't come up with a rip-off of that America's Funniest Home Video show. But I'm confident that the drooling pinheads of programming should be able to cough something up. Looking to the future, I am personally developing a show for Kim Basinger, who in my opinion makes every other actress look like a boy. And finally, the network is still searching for a new symbol to replace that swishy peacock. Thank God. Well, there you have it. Good night, suckers, and keep watching.
Let's do a commercial, and then we'll get this Chris Jessen out here and cook up some stuff for everybody.
Sometimes you just can't see what's right.